What is up, everybody? We are here with some Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and I wanted to put out a what would I like to see either during the first anniversary or following the first anniversary. What kind of changes, updates, and things like that would I like to see come to this game? So, let me know down in the comments below as we're going through these. Are these things that you agree with? Are these things you don't agree with? Did I not go far enough with some of these wishes once? Or did I take some things too far? Do you think these make some things too imbalanced or not? You know, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. If you do like what you're seeing here, again, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, follow along with what we do here. So first things first, I want to talk about some fixes and quality of life changes I would like to see with the game. First, I would love for the guild chat to be improved, as well as co-op chat. I'm not going to go into the guild chat, just I've got some things in there, like we have like a Discord on the invite codes in there, so I don't need that being blasted right now and people just joining like crazy into the Discord that are not a part of the guild. But yeah, I would love to see the chat improve. It's just very, very clunky in the guild. I think it could be improved by quite a bit. And I would love for co-op just to have chat in general. You know, we got the stamps, but I would love to be able to say, hey, we need a healer. Or, hey, you know, your character doesn't fit this at all, so you need to make sure you're switching to a character that has a debuff or whatever. I don't know, we need a debuffer. I would love to have something like that for co-op. Second, or third, I guess, weapons, okay? I would love for us to be able to sort weapons by if they can be overboosted. Right now I have to go here to weapon parts, I have to scroll down and look and see, oh, that's close, nope, none of these. Oh, these can be. I would love to just be able to scroll through and, or be able to come in here and filter by, you know, can be overboosted or whatever, you know, something that would allow us to see that. Because again, I think that would make that so much easier than having to siphon or just to go through all of these weapon parts, trying to find the weapons that are the ones that can be upgraded versus the ones that can't be upgraded. I think that would be a huge quality of life improvement, and take away a huge headache with trying to figure all that stuff out. Next, I know this is one that a lot of people have talked about wanting to see. Again, this is, I feel like it's a quality of life improvement. I would love to see old gear added here. Now again, do we need the, you know, just because it's left the banner it appears in here? No. But I think if it's been out for like 6 months, it should be here. I get limited time ones, like our crossover ones, I get them not appearing in here, but I really do feel like any old gear, like I said, when I say old, I'm talking 6 months or older, should appear in here. Some of it's still very viable. I mean, like, you know, Cloud's, you know, Murasame outfit, which some people missed out on because it didn't exist when they joined the game. So it would give them a chance to get that. But I think that would be a huge benefit to have those. So old gear added to the shop. Another, I don't know if I'd call this a quality of life. I mean, I think it would make things just a little bit more interesting. When we do draws, can we have somebody other than Cloud appear sometimes? Maybe Tifa appears, or Zack. You know, maybe don't add all the characters, you know, at once, but throw another character in there, so we're not always just seeing Cloud and his animations. Just because another character shows up doesn't mean it has to be a guaranteed thing. It could be like his, where they, you know, he just does a block versus the parry or dodge. You know, they have their own little things. Just something to change it up a little bit. I would like to see that. Another big quality of life thing that I would love to see is I would love to see the number of parties we can make expand beyond the 20 we have. Like, I think it needs to go to like 40. Um, just because there are so many different makeups of things that I try, that I run out of room here, and I want to experiment with these two things. But I've got my Ramu build, I've got my Leviathan build, I've got my Ifrit build. By the time all those are done, I've got my different battle towers. I've got the regular battle tower, I've got the gold tower, the Cerulean tower, emerald tower. Like, I've got all those towers, the different crisis dungeon, for the newest crisis dungeon, all that kind of stuff. I would just like more. So I would really like to see that. So I think that does it for the quality of life and fixes. So let's go on to some of the new things I would like to see. First, I would love to see in our summons, I would love to see wind and or earth. I don't expect to add both, but I would like to see one of those come next before we get the Ifrit, Ifrit X fights, the X1, X2 type fights. Add earth or wind, then do his X or very hard 3 and X1 and X2 fights, then do the other, earth or wind, whichever one wasn't added. I think that's what we should see next there. The next thing, back to weapons here. I would love to see upgradable support materia. These all have that one next to them. I don't know, maybe that'll be the new power creep thing with new weapons we're going to get in the anniversary that, they'll come natively with, Im-Attack Boost 2. But what I would like to see is a way to just straight upgrade these. Maybe there's another material we need, and we have to collect so many of them and allow this to be upgraded. You get like a 1.1 all the way up to 1.5, and 1.5 is your full upgrade. So it goes from 20% to 20, 22%, 24, 26, 28. After the 5, you get a full boost to the next one. But I would like to see these begin to be upgraded. The Sigil Boost 1, Sigil Boost 2 is maybe a +4 or a +3 here. Nothing crazy. Like I said, the attack boost goes from 20 to 30. Just little things like that. I would love to see us be able to upgrade these further than what they are. I'd prefer not to see it as just, well, this belongs to the new weapons only, that this is going to be magic attack boost 2. There's no way, this will never be able to become 2. It only stays as 1. You have to have the new power creep weapons to get to the 2. I have a feeling it'll be more of the power creep type thing where they're gonna make just the new weapons have the 2s, but I would love to see these be able to be upgraded. Maybe even the R abilities. Maybe we can have little boosts there, and maybe they do that through the high wind, I don't know. So maybe a way to somehow upgrade these further than just over boosting and whatnot. Maybe there's a constant +4 or a constant +5 to it from an upgrade that we've done. And maybe that could be then tied into this. I would like to be able to see us push the weapons beyond the 5-star. So yeah, we can overboost, right? We can overboost to 10, and even then you can do a +20. Or maybe even further, I'm not sure. Actually, I think it does stop at +20 if I remember correctly. Because of one of the free weapons we got forever ago when it came back, I got even more parts, and I think it could not go beyond the 20. I would like to be able to see, like I said, maybe you can add, and maybe it's its own little star. I don't know what the color would be, but you add another star over here, or maybe it's a circle or something like that. But that's how you push the weapon further, and that's what allows for a permanent boost to one or both of these stats, or maybe that's how we boost the support materia. Just a thought there. Materia. I would love to be able to start overboosting from the Aurora or the Ras, basically Fyra, to the Ragas, the Fyraga, Aroga, Quakega, Waterga. I would love to see us be able to go into that. And again, so maybe it goes up to level 15. That's how we make that happen. I don't know. I think that needs to be a sooner rather than later upgrade. I think it would make things very viable, especially for things like this, the Healing Asuna. Let that go up to level 10 and it becomes Poison Ah. Or Poison Ra or whatever. I think it'd be Poison Ah. And let those go up a little bit further. Do I think we need to go beyond the 5 stars in materia right now? No. I don't think that needs to happen yet. But I do feel like we should be going into from the Ras to the Gaz at this point for 1 year anniversary. Or even if it's not 1 year anniversary, just slightly behind. Or slightly after, I should say. Next. Chocobo. We did recently get a Chocobo expansion where we were able to start getting bee Chocobos. They are rare, but they do show up in the exchange. I would like to go to A's. Maybe not the S's yet. There are still some Chocobos we haven't gotten yet. So if we go here to the filter, we have not gotten ocean Chocobos yet. We've gotten land, river, and mountain, but not ocean. And we have not gotten... I think we've gotten B+, maybe. I know we've gotten B for sure, but I'd like to see up to A+. Yeah, maybe S and S+, but up to A+, add in ocean, and add in some new areas. I think that would be a nice little thing to add. Going back to our characters here. Something else I would really like to see added here, and I think this would be a great way to deal with power creep. Now again, is this going to become something that you draw like the weapons? Is it like a gear type thing? That I don't know. Or maybe these are event rewards. I would like to see accessory slots. Maybe just 1 per character. Throw in 1 accessory slot per character. And it can do things like maybe there's a haste ring or what the poison necklace is called, the star pendant, I think. Add those, something like that in. This character can't be poisoned. Maybe you can only have 1 of that accessory on any of those characters. So you can't have 3 star pendants, you can only have 1. You could have 1 HP boost or 1 haste accessory, but I think it would be neat to see accessories added in. I mean, yes, the gear could be argued that they're like an accessory slot, but I think I would still like to see an accessory slot. Not one that adds in like an Earthblade Arcanum or a Revive or anything like that, but one that just does little things, like I said, like immune to darkness, immune to poison, or resistant. Maybe not immune, but resistant. So it makes it harder for those things to hit. Technically, yes, Lucia's newest outfit does a poison resist. It does 100% poison resist. But like I said, an accessory slot for each character I think would be nice. Those accessories can then be shared. But like I said, I think to balance that out, what you do is you can never gain more than 1 accessory. Crisis dungeons. I would like to see Crisis dungeons further expanded. Even Criteria dungeons, I guess. The Criteria dungeons haven't been touched in a long time. The Mythril Mine's the last one we got there. It's kind of like they got too easy, I guess. And honestly, that's starting to become the case for Crisis dungeons too. I mean, we stopped getting normal, and we started getting just hard and then very hard for these. I think, honestly, at this point, any more that come out, we should have hard and very hard as the standard, and then there's an EX1 that is our event level difficulty. So a new difficulty for Crisis dungeons. Make it to where we can keep getting Crisis, what are they called? Crisis medals. Yeah, Crisis medals. Because right now I don't spend them. I spend them like when the Buster Sword comes in, or if the 5-star gacha tickets or the Myth Wars get re-added. I spend them on those. But I don't touch any of this stuff. Why? Because it's limited. I have no way to gain these, and these come out very few and far between. So make it to where we can rerun these every so often, like every month or something like that. You can rerun them, and you can get, maybe not the full, not the full Crisis Medal rewards, but you can get like a quarter or half or something like that every month. Maybe not blues, but Crisis Medals for sure. And then the other thing I'd really, really like to see, we gotta come in here to solo content, story quests, are more character quests. We got Barrett's added in, and then Silence. We had Tifa, Cloud, Aerith from the get-go, and then Barrett was added in when they kind of did his little story thing in the Final Fantasy VII story. And then it's been nothing again. So I would really, really like to see the character quests expanded. I think these are fun little things. We get to see a new side of the characters. It adds a little bit more story to those characters. I think that'd be fun to see. One other thing I would like to see added, and they have talked about this, is I would love for us to be able to farm Gil somewhere in here, weapons quest, I guess, or maybe make it a premium quest. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily need to be something that we can just, get billions upon billions and never need it again. But the fact that they have to kind of keep throwing Gil at us or giving us these big events so we can top off goes to show there's not a way for us to gain enough Gil currently to do what we need to do with upgrading weapons and materia and all that kind of stuff. So something like that I think would be really beneficial to the game. So let me know down in the comments below. Again, do you agree with those statements? Do you disagree? Is there anything I didn't touch on that you would like to see added to the game? Let's expand this conversation. The more we talk about what we want, the greater the chances of the devs see those things, and then hopefully, in theory, the greater the chances those things get added into the game eventually. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, hit that like button if you like what you saw here. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and we will see you in the next one.